Now let's turn to our UI7 News correspondent, Erica Fiki, for our news desk. Erica, I hope the snow didn't slow you down. You're looking good.
You're so sweet. I was trying to dress up for Halloween, but honestly, guys, the weather was a little depressing. It was a little too cold and a little too snowy on Halloween for my liking. But I hope everyone is having a great morning, Illini. In the latest campus news, the woman who accused Larae Oladipo of domestic abuse last year has reaccused him after dropping the charges. Oladipo is a defensive lineman on the football team and was arrested last year on these charges. He was suspended for 4 games last year, and as the case has resurfaced, Oladipo has been suspended from the team since playing in the September 9th game. Hannah Inman, Oladipo's former girlfriend, has since taken to Twitter to tell her side of the story with some graphic images included. In the string of tweets, she says, quote, "Twitter isn't a place for personal issues, but it is a great political platform." Inman goes on to say she was with Oladipo for 10 months, allegedly saying he cheated on her with several girls and said that he would beat her. She said it was during football's training camp in 2018 that she worked for the team, and she said that every time she brought up his alleged cheating, he would abuse her. In the last tweet, Inman says that she believes Illinois football is supporting him instead of, quote, standing up for what is right. Illinois Athletics released a statement saying, quote, "We are aware of the accusations involving football student athlete Larae Oladipo. Larae has been and remains suspended from all team activities, pending final resolution of his case within the university's student discipline process," end quote. So Oladipo will not be able to play until the outcome of this case is determined. But student athletes might have something else to be excited about. Governor J.B. Pritzker is hoping to make Illinois the second state to allow college athletes to be paid for their work. California passed a similar law last month, and 5 other states, including Illinois, are looking into the legislation. As for Governor Pritzker, he believes student athletes should have ownership over the use of their name and image.
Any other student who has a job on weekends to make money while they're in school gets to keep what they earn. So why shouldn't student athletes be afforded the same rights?
This legislation wouldn't allow schools to share ticket sale profits with the players, but it also won't allow the players to sign deals that conflict with their college sponsors. But for any of you student athletes, it might be a little too early to rejoice because the NCAA has called this law unconstitutional and is likely to follow up with legal action. Illinois student government met on Monday to go over Chancellor Robert Jones' mass mail condemning anti-Semitism at the University of Illinois. The mass mail addressed anti-Semitic presentation, and students had a wide range of feelings about it. That it wasn't anti-Semitic, that it was obvious that it was. But according to Illinois student government, they passed the condemning ignorance and racism and equating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism, kind of a mouthful, to try to find a common ground between the parties.
That was passed, condemning the mass mail that was put out by Chancellor Jones, really was just about protecting the rights of students to speak their mind on any political issues that might be going on, and then also just to feel like that they have the ability to advocate for marginalized communities. That's our main concern.
And over 400 students took part in this heated vote, but they came to the conclusion in the resolution that the university condemns anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism and asks Chancellor Robert Jones to retract the mass mail and issue an apology. As of yesterday, an iconic theater in Champaign has closed their ticket booth for good. Paige Blanzy has the update on this unexpected closing. Paige?
Thanks, Erica. A beloved local Champaign theater closed its doors this week after 100 years. The Art Film Foundation closed the doors for good last night at the Art Theater in Champaign. It opened in 1913 as the Park Theater before changing its name to the Art Theater in 1958. The theater was an X-rated theater from 1971 to 1988. The Champaign native and film critic Roger Ebert recalled seeing his first foreign film at the Art Theater. The Art Film Foundation said that the film industry is changing and they do not think they can keep up with the industry's systematic changes. The Art Film Foundation did not give specific details about the closing, but expressed gratitude to the theater's patrons. Current owner David Kraft said the lease on the building has not run out. This has a special meaning for our teacher, Ken Erdy. A lifelong dream is part of the art's history.
That is Voices of Stag on the outside of the Art Theater. This is a very cool moment. I never in my life would have thought I'd see something like that. So,
Voices of Stag was a 2-year project for Ken. He followed a class of 60 students that were writing a book on storytelling and empathy in high school.
Yeah, so that's just absolutely crazy that they closed it after this long. You think that they would just keep it open?
Over 100 years. I can't imagine the amount of people in the community that have been here for at least 80 years that are upset about this.
That's absolutely insane. And I mean, Ken is so sad about it. Our producer, Maddie Rice, is really sad about it. And I mean, they're just probably two of so many people.
And it's crazy that it was also an X-rated theater. And like for 20 years, I think it had a different owner at that time. So then it was an X-rated theater. And now it's back to, or it was right after that, back to regular theater.
Absolutely. It's just so sad. But that's it for our UI7 News Desk today. Back to you guys.